So there was an article in the Times about ECT on Sunday, which was released on Twitter, which is my platform where I'm at. And Dr. Sue Cunliffe shared her experiences, and kind of the responses to all of that has stirred up quite a lot of things in me. I have a 3-part blog video about my experiences of ECT, my queries about it. I also did a program here in Northern Ireland with the BBC Northern Ireland last year, and I suppose there was a lot of silence around that. I've worked regionally in mental health services here. I've contributed to parity of esteem work. The Royal College of Nursing here signed the Equally Well Charter. I guess maybe people didn't see it, but there was just a deafening silence about some of the issues raised. And then I'm seeing the debates going on in Twitter and the way that Sue was responded to, which really affected me, I think, given her experiences. You know, and I was just thinking about these polarized kind of approaches to this, and within all of this, you know, this middle ground kind of gets lost. And like, we all have different experiences and we all have different views and perspectives on these things. I might not agree with other people who've experienced it the way that they are advocating for better regulation and that. You know, I might choose, I have chosen never to have this again. I've got an advance directive. You know, I'm not saying that people shouldn't choose that or that that's wrong. You know, I don't know. I'm so grateful that professionals like Lucy Johnson and John Reid, you know, have worked with people with experiences to bring these issues to light. I don't know all their work. I don't know all the evidence. I don't know all the research. I can't. But I'm grateful that this is being brought to the light, because what I do know, certainly here in Northern Ireland, is that nobody seems to be taking responsibility for who is regulating. You know, issues like that, patients' information going out, what's contained in that, you know, so there's some bottom line, which I don't understand whether you're for, against, or indifferent to ECT, why we aren't all getting behind this and asking for better, you know, better standards for people, better regulation and better monitoring. I just actually don't get my head around it. And I guess that maybe makes me naive and quite simplistic, but and yeah, it's impacted my life a lot, and it's brought up a lot of stuff, and I was going to do a whole long piece about it, but I've actually just written a poem, which I'm reading very imperfectly because I just sat down and wrote it tonight. I felt I needed to do something about this, because I think of the me back then who had no voice, who was on her own, you know, and even just the things I wrote about in my blogs and in my videos, my YouTube videos, you can watch under Lisa Morrison Training and Consultancy or on my website. So I'm just going to read this. And I guess I'm thinking about Sue as well. I've really just been thinking about her a lot. We turn our eyes away from the things people do and the way that they say things that have happened are just not okay. I turn my eyes away, not able to be with the pain that I see, afraid of the anger, injustice, which flowed down the blade, sinking deep in my flesh. So many just couldn't see, and the problem became me. We all can point fingers outside or within. Who wants to hear that beyond our front door, the values we hold might just be ignored? Powers so present, the cans and the can'ts, pushing and pulling who's right and who's wrong. Why can we not be in a place where every story belongs? This body of mine knows things I wish I'd forget. The scars you can't see speak of pain and of fear, of things just too hard for others to hear. Looking back at those years again and again, when electric currents pulsed through my brain, I feel raped again. times with my children, precious, precious years, helplessly scrambling, trying to retrieve until tears begin falling, they bring no relief. Would I have chosen the shock if I'd had all the facts? Well, that's not the point. Whilst we fight and ignore, stigma still stifles and people are harmed. Who's asking for better, for full view of the facts? Who's demanding the depressed are offered more help for the things that are causing us to lose any hope? Who keeps check on machines with such power and strength? Patient safety and standards should surely be the bottom line. This wouldn't be happening except with the mad. Where's our compassion and fight for the rights of those too often not heard? I know that time I had no voice, drowning in labels, no choice. I depended on you to ensure that my rights mattered as much as the mainstream mum, but I felt less than human, my personhood gone. I write with the risk I'll be misunderstood, labeled, dismissed. But under it all, there must be a place where we see, eyes looking in on the pain, long enough to reach out across the huge void and begin taking steps to right what's been wrong. There's so many things which must still be done. Thank you for listening.